Hello everybody, this is Matt with OVS Solutions. I am following up to our previous video session where we did a export of a clip of a single camera that was playable in Windows Media Player. I am picking up from the point we left off where we had set the in point and the out point of the video that we wanted to do playback of. In this case, we've got three cameras that we've selected in the previous session where we wanted to view the video, and we have set our in and out points using the Q in and Q out point down below to get our start and end points of the clip. In this instance, I'm going to use the backup button instead of the export video button. And again, the backup allows you to back up more than one camera and includes this player interface and this software in a folder that you can give to anybody to review the video. The export simply takes a single camera, creates a Windows media file for it that you can share with somebody. But this doesn't require, the backup doesn't require anybody to have the playback software installed on their machine. It's all included as part of the backup. So since we've set our in and our out point, we've got these three cameras selected. I'm going to hit backup. And you can fine-tune your time window of 8:15 to 8:18 here. You can adjust that if you need. And you can also select which cameras or adjust which cameras you decide to export or create the backup of, I'm sorry. In this case, we've got camera 1, 2, and 5 we're going to do a backup. I'm going to click Calculate Size just so I have an idea of how big this file folder will be when all is said and done. This is always a good idea to know, especially if you're backing up high-resolution IP cameras or a large amount of cameras. Sometimes the numbers can get very large, and you may need some special media to copy it to if you need to share with somebody. So I click OK to acknowledge the size. I'm going to say I want to back it up on the local hard drive. I'm going to save it to the desktop here and create a folder called Backup Test. Click OK to say the path is set. I am not going to back up any additional forensic information. This is all stuff that can be backed up if you need to provide more details from your system for somebody who needs a lot of information about the recorder. You could back up events from the recorder and log files from the system and even point of sale information if you have a point of sale data coming into your unit. But I'm not going to do any of that here. We simply set the path. We've got the time and we've got the cameras that we're going to back up. I'm going to click OK. And it's going to reach out across the network, talk to the recorder, and tell it what files it needs to copy over to my system. So this may take a short while. Since it's such a short clip, it will go pretty quick. All right, we're complete. It says the backup has been done, and I'm going to click OK. So now all of that stuff that we just saw on the screen is living. I'm going to close our playback interface here. It's living in this little folder called Backup Test that we created. And I am going to pretend that we've given this folder to somebody else who needed to review those three cameras in question, and they've taken it to their computer and have it on their desktop. So in that instance, they don't have the playback or remote live view software installed. They simply double-click on the folder to open it, and there's a playback icon, usually has gears next to it to indicate it's a functional file, and you double-click on it, and it will launch the software interface for the playback. And all our buttons are kind of grayed out right now because we haven't told it what video we want to review. So to do that, just like you would to create the clip or the backup originally in the playback interface, you click the Dates button, and our video files are there. They're very small because it's such a short time window. You can sometimes hit Show Recording Schedule to make it highlight a little bit better. But basically, you're going to drag your box around whatever recorded video you have backed up, in this case, these three cameras, and click OK. Now we're playing back the video as if we were using our remote playback software. You can in the previous session that we showed you. You can speed things up over here, slow them down, and take snapshot, print images from the given camera that you have selected. But in a nutshell, you've taken the three cameras from the original recorder, made a backup of them, and they're all living in that folder that you can share with whomever you need to get your job done. Thanks for your time. I'll cover some more of these goodies in another video.